Hi there! Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. This video is part of the series of videos I post to try to help people out when it comes to aptitude tests like the civil service exam, UPCAT, UPCAT, and all of those things. Now, before we introduce the next topic, let me just say thank you to Kuya Nino from Hype Street Ball. Salamat po sa aking cap na binigay niyo sa akin nitong YouTube Next Up. Thank you so much for being a kuya to all of us na batchmates mo sa YouTube Next Up. So if you want yung merch nila, available ito sa kanilang sarili nilang shop, sarili nilang page. I'll just put the link below. Hype Street Ball. They are a group of street ballers. So sobrang galing nila sa tricks, sa mga dribbling, ganyan, si Kuya Nino. He also holds a bunch of, sometimes free, sometimes very, very, very affordable talaga na mga training camps or basketball clinics. So if you have kids na mahilig sa basketball, abangan nyo sila. They travel din around the country, so you can follow them. I'll link their Facebook din dito sa baba. Okay? So thank you, Kuya. Suot ko na lang muna yung cap ko. Introduce natin yung ating next na topic. This is the first video sa series natin on permutation and combination. Now, bakit natin kailangan ito pag-usapan? Kasi lagi siyang nire-request, lagi siyang lumalabas sa exams, whether you're taking a college entrance test, PhilSat, LAE, civil service exam, minsan kahit promotional exams, you would notice mga questions like this. And so, we're going to start a brand new series for this. Now, I've been putting this off kasi hindi ko alam kung paano siya padadaliin para sa inyo. So, I had to research, I had to think kung paano ko siya explain better. And I think medyo mas madali na siya i-explain than before. This topic was actually taught to us, kind of pre-calculus kasi ito na topic. Fourth year high school ako nung tinuro ito. Si Ma'am Villaluna ang teacher namin. So, in the off chance that Ma'am Villaluna watches this, thank you, Ma'am. I love you and sobrang I owe a lot of who I am today sa inyo po. Salamat. Kasi I really enjoyed my math nung time na yun. Mahilig siya magpa-quiz bee sa room namin. Tapos bumibida ako nung time na yun. So, kahit na matamad ako sa ibang subjects, for some reason, I really love math and I love the way that she taught us. So, yun. Kukuha rin ako dun sa mga tuturuan ko sa kanya. Ituturo ko sa inyo. Again, this is going to be our permutation lesson. This is going to be the most basic one. Ito first natin sa series. There are more coming up. So, don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell icon para hindi nyo ma-miss yung susunod na video. Kasi after this, marami pang kasunod. So, now, dahil ready na tayo, I'm going to switch over to my PC para ma-explain ko better sa inyo. I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, let's talk about combination and permutation. Now, before we even dive deeper into yung kung ano ba ang permutation, ano ang method for you to solve this type of problem, the first thing that we need to know is whether ang isang tanong ba ay combination question or permutation question. And ang susi niyan is this question. Does the order matter? Anong order ang pinag-uusapan dito? For example, if you're grouping things together, for example, groups of 3. Okay? If you're grouping things together, for example, A, B, and C, okay? If this counts as one group, okay, then you are going to use combination. Okay? If, for example, ang ABC, CBA, BAC, at ang iba-iba niya pang combination will count as isang group each, okay? Then, this will be a permutation question. Ngayon, ano ang pinagkaiba niya? Let me give you a quick example. For example, if you are asking kung ilang possible na groups of 3 ang mafo-form mo out of 5 people, okay? In that case, the order doesn't matter. Bakit? Kasi wala namang ranking yung 5 tao. Basically, magbibilog ka lang ng any 3-letter combinations. Okay? At wala siyang order. Ibig sabihin, ang BCD, DBC, at CDV ay counted as one group lang. Okay? Kasi wala silang ranking, walang order, wala silang sequence na pinag-uusapan. It doesn't matter. This will be a combination question. Pero for example, if you are asking kung sa group of 5, ilang possible combinations ng president, vice president, at secretary ang pwede mong buuin, in that case, the order matters. Bakit? Kasi kung si A ang president, si B ang vice at si C ang secretary, iba siya kesa sa kung si C ang president, si B ang vice at si A ang secretary. These two will be two different setups. Okay? Iba sila dahil magkaiba na sila ng rango, magkaiba ng posisyon. And them being titled or sa pagkakaroon nila ng additional description, this group will now be drastically different from this group. Hindi katulad nito. Kasi dito, dahil hindi sila kailangan umupo sa certain spot or magkaroon ng certain role, any combination ng AC at D, whether it's ACD, DCA, DAC, CAD, or any other combination, will count as one. Okay? Now, you may find this a little tricky in the beginning, pero ang promise ko would be the more that we practice it, the easier it will get. This is the reason why it took me so long for me to be able to simplify this process for you guys. So just bear with me. If you need to watch the video again and again for you to figure it out, you're free to do so. Now, does the order matter? You will need to determine that based on kung ano yung tanong na ibibigay sa inyo. You really have to analyze. Walang kabisote pagdating dito sa problem na ito. Kailangan mo isipin kung ang group ay meron ba silang designated spots? Does the order matter? Kailangan ba counted kung magkaka-shuffle sila ng pwesto or pareho lang yon? Kasi, again, kung the order matters, then you will use permutation. Again, kung meron silang designated na upuan, role, and if every combination is different from the other, kahit na pareho ang components or pareho ang taong nasa loob, magkakaiba naman sila ng roles or designation, you will use permutation. Pero, if it doesn't matter, then you will use combination. Okay? Kailan ito mangyayari? Kapag you're just forming random groups of people. It doesn't matter kung sino ang nauuna, nahuhuli, sino ang nasa gitna. Alright? Now, again, what we're going to talk about in this video is yung basic permutation natin. This series is broken down into topics kasi nga, it'll take time for you to master it. So we're going to start with some examples of permutations. Now, these are examples, pero again, for each question na haharapin ninyo sa inyong exam, you have to analyze pa rin dahil iba-iba sila ng explanation. Depende yan sa tanong. So if you need na i-translate into Filipino yung tanong, for you to better understand it, you can do that. Now, first example, if you're using yung basic permutation, is a lock with a definite sequence. Anong ibig sabihin? Para kang gumagawa ng lock sa maleta or sa inyong combination na key sa inyong locker. Yung lock with a definite sequence requires na kung ano yung combination, for example, if it's a four-digit number, kung ito ay 1, 2, 3, 4, dapat 1, 2, 3, 4 siya. Hindi pwede na maging 4, 3, 2, 1 or any other combination kasi in this case, hindi ka napapapasukin nung lock. So, a lock with a definite sequence uses permutations. Okay? Bakit? Kasi parang kumbaga hindi mo siya kailangang hindi ka pwedeng nakalusot kung hindi eksaktong-eksakto yung order ng mga numbers. Kahit na parehong numbers ang gagamitin mo. You still have to know kung sinong nauuna. Another example is ranking people. So again, if we're talking about meron kang first place, second place, or third place, or kung kunyari, again, may election, meron kang president, vice president, secretary, or treasurer, these things, you're basically putting people sa isang rank or order. Kung may specific silang upuan or specific na posisyon na kailangan i-play, then you will use permutations. Okay? Another thing, specific order in seats. So, for example, if you are going to watch a movie, meron kang 4 seats or 5 seats. Okay? Dahil each seat is numbered, so kunyari seat A, B, C, D, E, then you will have to use permutations. Bakit? Kasi, kung si 1 ay uupo sa A, iba ang combination kung si 1 ay uupo sa D. Okay? So again, meron specific order or seat number. Next, when you're forming digits. Now, ano ibig sabihin nun? If you're asked kung ilang possible na groups of, sabihin 5-digit number ang pwede mong buuin out of the existing digits, dahil pag pinag-uusapan ang isang number, hindi mo pwedeng pagpalit-palitin ng posisyon yung mga digits niya. Pag pinagpalit-palit mo sila ng posisyon, mag-iiba na yung number. For example, ang 123 is different kesa sa 231. Ibig sabihin, ang digits niya kailangan umupo in a very specific and distinct position. Hindi sila pwedeng magpalit-palit ng lugar kasi mag-iiba na yung kanilang value. That's the reason why, in this case, order matters and we're going to use permutations. Another example is a sequence of draws. So, for example, meron kang isang bag. Okay? May isang bag ka, tapos bubunot ka ng mga bagay-bagay. So, for example, bubunot ka ng red ball. Gusto mo red ball, blue ball, ganun. Or green ball. Dahil merong ranking yan na first draw, second draw, third draw, okay, mag-iiba-iba rin yung kanilang grouping or kanilang pinaka-setup. Depende sa kung sino ang nauna kay alin. So, again, order matters. Kasi ang RBG is different from B, R, G, and G, R, B, and any other possible combination. So, that doesn't count as one. Kasi nga, meron silang distinct na pwesto. So, what you could say would be permutations, dapat mas eksakto. Meron siyang exact seat number, meron siyang exact na pwesto sa sequence, meron siyang exact na posisyon sa grupo, meron siyang exact na pwesto, whether it's in the ones, tens, thousands, or hundreds ng isang digit. It says here, how many codes can be formed in lock requiring 3 unique digits chosen from 0 to 9. So, 3 unique digits ang pinag-uusapan. Pag sinabing unique, ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng umulit ang digit. And again, unang question, is this a permutation or combination question? Because we're talking about codes sa isang lock, then this requires a specific na order. Dahil doon, this is a permutation question. Now, you have a few options sa kung paano mag-solve na ganitong klaseng tanong. And I will give you 3 options so you can choose whatever works best for you. The first option is the listing method. This one right here is going to take so much time, lalo na if we're talking about multiple the positions sa isang code. Let me give you an example. In this case, you have the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, you have 5 digits na ipopwesto mo into codes na tigta-tatlo. And if you start listing down the digits, because they are unique, ibig sabihin bawal mag-ulit ng digit. Ibig sabihin hindi pwede yung 111 or 222 or 223, anything na may ulit, hindi pwede. Ang ibig sabihin nun, if you are going to list it down, you can start sabihin na natin with 012, 013, 014, 015, hanggang maubos mo silang lahat. Okay? So, tatapos ko dito, meron kang 018, 019. And then, hindi ka pa doon matatapos. You are now going to move on to 021, 02, dahil hindi pwedeng maulit ang 2. Tatalon ka ngayon sa 3. 024, 025, 026, 027, 028, 029. Tapos, iisa-isahin mo yan hanggang makaabot ka sa 987, 9 something something, 7 blah blah. Now, this right here, you can get to the correct answer. The problem here is time. Okay, mauubos ang time mo sa paglilista, lalo na kung multiple yung mga digits na kailangan mo i-deal with. Buti sana kung 2 lang or 3 lang pinag-uusapan. Paano kung 5? Paano kung 7-digit number? Gaya ng phone number. In that case, you're going to have a hard time manually listing down each possible na outcome. Okay? That's the only problem. That is why I don't advise you to use this, lalo na sa exam, kasi mauubos ang oras ninyo. Now, the other option would be for you to use a formula. And for you to use a formula sa case ng permutation, you would need to be familiar with something called a factorial. Ano ibig sabihin ng factorial? Ibig sabihin nito, you're going to multiply yung number na yon sa lahat ng mga susunod na numbers pababa until makarating ka sa 1. For example, if we're talking about 4 factorial, this is equal to 4 times 3, which is yung number pababa, times 2, times 1, hanggang makaabot ka sa 1. So, ang 4 factorial is actually equal to 4 times 3, which is 12, times 2, 24, times 1. Okay? Now, that is just an example of what a factorial means. Bakit siya importante again? Kasi kailangan siya dun sa formula. Ang formula ng ganitong klaseng problem looks like this. Okay? Kung ang permutation ang hinahanap, and you have your n and your k, the formula is n factorial over n minus k, yung quantity na yon, factorial. Now, unang kailangan malaman, ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng n at saka ng k. Now, itong n na to, okay, this is actually the number of options na pinagpipilian. So, in this case, sa ating problema, those are digits 0 to 9. Ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng k? Ang k is the number of spots, okay, number of spots or positions na pupunuin nung mga tao na pipiliin mo. So, for example, if you are forming groups of 3, this will be 3. If you're forming groups of 4, this will be 4, and so on and so forth. Okay? So again, n would be yung number of options na pinagpipilian, and yung k would be kung ilan yung pwesto na pupunuin mo. So in our problem right here, we're going to substitute yung formula dun sa given. Now, kung isusulat ko in this form, this would look like this. P, and then your n would be digits 0 to 9. So, kung ililista mo yon, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, ang iyong options ay 10. And ang iyong spots na pupunuin ay 3. Kasi you are forming 3 unique digits. So, ganito yung magiging itsura niya in the form. Okay? At kung gusto mo i-compute ng long term and ng long hand, you are going to substitute the numbers doon sa kanilang respective letters. So, sa taas, you have 10 factorial over ang n natin, which is again 10, minus the k, which is 3, and then sa labas yung factorial. So, kung i-expand natin to, this would look like 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over. At dahil ang 10 minus 3 ay 7, so sa ilalim magiging 7 factorial. So we're solving for 10 factorial over 7 factorial. So again, you can write down 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and then start canceling. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kasi when you're dividing numbers, okay, for example, if you have 2 times 6 over 3, or over 3 times, ganyan na natin, 3 times 2, you can actually start eliminating or canceling kung ano man yung numbers na meron sa taas at meron din sa ilalim. Dito papasok yung ating lesson on dividing fractions. So, kung hindi ka pa sanay or hindi mo pa gamay yung dividing fractions, you may have a hard time understanding this concept. So, just believe me. Anong gagawin again? Dahil kung meron silang magkapareho, tatanggalin mo sila as long as the operations sa taas at sa baba ay parehong multiplication at lahat sila ay nasa same level, walang parenthesis, walang kahit ano, mas madali yun i-deal with. So, kakancel natin yung 7 kasi pareho silang may 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, what you're going to be left with would be 10 times 9 times 8 over 1. Bakit over 1? Kasi naubos na nga yung digits na natitira sa ilalim. Hindi mo naman pwedeng gawing 0. So, the correct answer will be 10 times 9 times 8. Okay, so 8 times 9 is 72. Tapos times 10, lalagyan mo ng isang 0. So, in this case, the answer will be 720. That is with you using the formula method. Now, in my case, dahil ayoko ng formula, ayokong mag-convert pa into this, ayokong tandaan pa ito, kasi baka mapagpalit-palit ko pa sila, there is another option. This one right here is called the seat technique. Ano yung seat technique? This is something actually na tinuro sa akin ng teacher ko nung high school ako. So I'm not going to claim na akong nakaisip nito. This is not an original thought from me. I hope na naituro sa inyo when you were younger, pero kung hindi, this is the perfect time for you to know this para masigurado ninyo na ready kayo pagdating sa inyong iti-take na exam. Okay? Now, ang operating concept nito is really simple. Ang tatanong mo na sa sarili mo, number 1, ilan ang number of seats? Okay? By seats, hindi to literal na upuan lang. Ang ibig sabihin, ilan ang positions. Ilan ang positions na ipupuno or lalagyan ng tao doon sa problem. Now, in this case, since we're dealing with 3-digit numbers, you have the first digit, second digit, and third digit. So, you have the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. So, you have 3 seats sa iyong permutation. The second thing that you have to know is kung ilan yung number of options. Now, napag-usapan na natin kanina, if you're talking about digits 0 to 9, that is actually 10 different options. Okay? Now, what are we going to do right here? Instead of using the formula, you're just going to put isa-isang number in each place. So, for example, in this seat right here, sa hundreds digit ng number na binubuo natin, ilan ang pwede mong pagpilian? At dahil meron ka bang kumpleto na roster ng numbers, you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, kumpleto pa siya, ang pinagpipilian mo actually is 10. Okay? Bakit? Again, in this case, kasi we're talking about codes sa lock. So, pwede siyang mag-start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, you have 10 options for this position. Now, the second thing you're going to do is look at the tens position. Dahil the question said na you're looking for 3 unique digits, ibig sabihin, kung sa unang position sa hundreds ay pili mo na ang 7, hindi mo na siya pwedeng ulitin dito. Ibig sabihin din, ang options mo na lang for the tens digit ay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Magiging 9 digits na pinagpipilian mo dahil hindi na nga pwedeng umupo si 7. Hindi na siya pwedeng sumali. So, you'll put right here, 9. Kasi, 9 na lang ang options by the time you get to the tens digit. Now, again, granting, meron kang isang pinaupo. So, for example, si 0 ang pinaupo mo dito sa tens digit. The next question, which is kung ilan ang ones digit, pagtingin mo, ang pagpipilian mo na lang would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, this will be 8. And then, what you're going to do is just to multiply all of them. So, again, 10 times 9 is 90 times 8. That is equal to 720 codes. Now, if you notice, this is what we did, pero the correct answer is still 720. Walang nagbago dun sa formula na version. Now, bakit ko mas preferred yung seed technique? Kasi nga, again, I'd rather na walang formula, hindi ko na makita yung factorial na symbol. Instead, I'll just put yung mga options na dito sa seeds and then I'll still get the correct answer din naman. So, if you're talking about saving time, saving disk space sa inyong utak para sa memory, this may be the best option for you. Now that you know how to solve yung basic permutation natin, stay until the end of the video para makita ninyo yung end screen where you can find the link to the exclusive quick quiz. Hindi kasi natin masasabi na itindihan natin ito until you're able to solve it by yourself. Okay?
Alright, I hope you learned something today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends, lalo na kung mag-exam din sila para mas marami pa tayong matulungan. And as always, if you want to make sure that you find out as soon as a new video posts, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I-turn on nyo for always if you want to get a notification pag ready na yung next video or if merong mga updates. Thanks guys for watching, and if you want to reach out to me directly, you can go to www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa for a schedule ng mga live review events, online review program, and kung paano rin makakuha ng reviewers if in case you want those. If you don't have the budget, don't worry, you have a lot of free resources naman on the website and sa ating Facebook page din. I post questions there and links din sa mga iba-ibang resources. So, I'd love to see you guys online. Thanks guys, and as always, never stop learning. Aja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video, and bye for now.